Zainab, thanks for meeting me for coffee. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm okay. It's been rough lately, since I lost my job a month ago, but I'm slowly getting back on my feet. How about you?
I'm sorry to hear about your job. It seems like it's been tough all around. It's been so bad for me. I can barely buy food for my kids.
Oh, that's really terrible. Are you using food stamps? It's really helped me to get me through my rough time since my unemployment checks are so low.
Really? I've heard about food stamps, but I don't know how to get them or how it works.
Okay, well, it's not stamps actually. It's called SNAP now, and if you're approved, you get an EBT card. The EBT card, which stands for Electronic Benefits Transfer, works basically like a debit card. The government puts money in your account every month, and you can use your card to buy most groceries.
Do you think I could get food stamps?
Let's see, I think based on your low income, you have a good chance of being approved. You also have to be a U.S. citizen or have an approved legal immigrant status, but if you have any children that were born in the U.S., they're eligible and you can apply for them.
All right, so how do I apply?
There's a couple of different ways to apply. You could just walk into your local Department of Transitional Assistance office, or DTA. Some people call it the Welfare Office. DTA is the agency that gives out food stamps. Or you can mail or fax in your application. But the best way to apply is online, and it's the fastest way. That's how I did it. I just went to DTA's website and filled in the application online. It's www.mass.gov/DTA.
And what kind of questions are on the application?
The application asks for your name and address, your social security number, and if you're a U.S. citizen or legal immigrant. It asks about your income and expenses like rent, utilities, and childcare. If you're over age 59 or disabled, you can also list your medical expenses. If you have kids or live with your spouse, the application also asks for their names and social security numbers. And if any other people live with you and share food with you, they need to be a part of your application.
So if I live with a roommate, she has to apply with me?
Good question. Only if you buy and cook more than half your meals together, like more than 11 meals each week. If you're just sharing an apartment and sharing a few meals a week, you don't need to include her in your application. By the way, there's a separate set of rules for college students that apply.
Okay, and when I fill out the form to apply, then I'm done?
There's actually a few more steps involved. When you send in your application, it goes to a caseworker. The caseworker will call you or send you a letter to set up an interview, and nowadays most of the interviews are done over the phone. During the interview, the caseworker will ask you more questions about your work, how often you get paid, if your pay is steady or up and down, and if you're unemployed when you lost your job. They'll also ask you for more details about your expenses. Some kinds of income don't count though, like volunteer payments or work study. The interview depends on your personal situation and the number of people in your household. The caseworker also tells you about when you have to report changes and the rules of the program. The caseworker will also send you a letter telling you what proofs you need to send in. So for me, I sent in copies of my driver's license and my unemployment insurance statements to show my income. If you send in copies of your other expenses, you can get more food stamps. You can send in proof of your rent or mortgage, but you don't need to send in any proof of your childcare expenses. You can just tell DTA what those expenses are. Anyone who is over age 59 or disabled can also send in proofs of medical expenses to get higher benefits.
And how long does it take to get food stamps?
DTA has 30 days to decide from when you first apply if it's going to approve you or deny you. If you need food stamps right away and you have very little or no income, DTA has to give you benefits in 7 days. These are called expedited food stamps.
What do I do if they say I can't get food stamps?
You can call the caseworker supervisor or the local office director. Sometimes the caseworkers make mistakes or they need a proof that you forgot to send in. Caseworkers are supposed to reopen your application if they receive missing proofs within 30 days of the denial. And no matter what, you can always file an appeal asking DTA to reconsider its decision. For example, if they turn you down because they feel you recently quit a job without a good reason, you can appeal that and show you had good reason, like your childcare fell apart. You have to appeal within 90 days of getting your denial letter. All you have to do is send in an appeal form or write a letter that you want to appeal. In fact, you can appeal any decision DTA makes that you disagree with.
Thanks a lot for all the information, but I don't think I can remember it all.
Yeah, there is a lot to know. Go to www.masslegalhelp.org and search for food stamps. It'll give you a lot more information about applying and doing an appeal if you're denied.